This program is sponsored by Luxury Pet Services, the home for the happy dogs. State Farm Insurance, Jerry Goebel in Richmond. Gridiron Barbecue on Big Hill Avenue, the tastiest barbecue around. Respect the queue. Premier Home Care in Richmond. Simple's Chiropractic in Richmond and Berea. Hoppers Jewelry. Central Bank in Richmond. Vice and Smith CPAs. Davenport Custom Guitars, 807 East Main in Richmond. Hall's Auto Service Center. James and James CPAs, Richmond. Guardian Bank. Faith Created Assembly of God Church. First Gear downtown. Pro Signs in Southern Hills Plaza. And WWAG Radio.
You can now watch Madison County School Sports on WKYT.com. Just go to WKYT.com/yourtown and click Richmond. WKYT TV, an official sponsor of Madison County School Sports. Time Warner Business Class. Call Time Warner Cable today. Watch Madison County School Sports programming on Madison County Schools Cable Channel 9, Time Warner Cable Channel 5, on YouTube, and now on WKYT.com/yourtown and click Richmond.
Oh, the Gridiron. A classic rectangle layout of boundaries and yardage numbers. A place where dreams and goals are realized and touchdowns are made. Nothing in sports rivals great high school football games in the fall of the year. Take a deep breath and inhale the drama. Traditions. Sights and sounds emanate from the locker room to the stadium crowds. Listen to that crowd. It pumps you up to root for your team, your high school football team. On this night, this high school football night, it's your team out there. Welcome, fans. Welcome to your field, your high school field. It's football night in Madison County. It must be high school football season. Welcome to the John Clark Show.
Welcome. We're here at Gridiron Barbecue on Big Hill Avenue, talking to Coach Jon Clark, the head football coach of Madison Southern Eagles. Want to get right into it. You had your first scrimmage last week. Got a few questions. What do you think your team did good in like the first and second quarter, the first half?
Well, I think there were a lot of positives in the first two quarters of our game. Everybody knows coming in, we scrimmage Rockcastle County. Everybody knows Rockcastle County, their MO is they're a physical football team. So us coming in, every film I've ever watched on them, all the way back to 2006, they punch people in the mouth at the beginning of the game. And our thing was, we're not just going to withstand that, we're going to punch right back. And we played very physical in the first two quarters and throughout the game. So I thought that was one of the things that we did very well. It was a different style of football we're asking our team to play this year than I think Madison Southern has played in a long time. And that's physical football. We're going to line up, we're going to do what we do, and we're going to ask you to stop it. And I think we did that very well. The other thing that was great to see, they came out first play of the game, and they threw a fade. You know, Rockcastle doesn't throw on the first play of the game. They throw a touchdown out there. And I know there were a lot of people in the stands going, here we go again. You know, and I knew that, knowing in my head that there's people sitting in these stands right now saying, here we go again. Our entire sideline knew this isn't here we go again. We go back and we answer right now, and we did. And I was very proud of our team for the way we responded to turn around and score 6 plays later again.
Okay. Talking about scrimmages, what's some of the challenges that you face when you play scrimmages compared to a real game?
Well, typically when you scrimmage, you don't really have game film. Now, the difference is Rockcastle's been doing the same thing since, I don't know, since the dawn of man.
Sure.
So you know what they're going to do. So that is a challenge. Like this week we go into Shelby County. I don't have game film on Shelby County. So it's kind of a friendly, coaches, honest conversation about what do you do and get down to the meat and potatoes of it as much as you can, and then you just play. So knowing what they did helped us, there's no question, because normally you don't have that advantage going into a scrimmage. Some of the difficulties are, you're rusty. You haven't played a game yet, so you don't really know how guys are going to react to situations, how guys are going to handle the atmosphere, the crowd. And you've been hitting each other for so long, sometimes you can't tell. Maybe your defense is doing well. Well, is my defense good or is my offense terrible?
Right.
Or is my offense good, my defense is bad? You don't really know. So that's something going into it. You're just not real sure where you might shine, I think. So those are some of the difficulties going into the scrimmage. And then the other thing is you want to stay healthy.
Right.
You've got to turn around and play in a couple of weeks, and the last thing you want to do is have injuries.
Okay. We'll talk about offense when we come back, and we'll talk about some of the defense, how you all played, how you all matched up, and we'll be right back after this.
Hi, I'm Samantha Burford for Madison County Schools Sports Television. 2012 high school football season is here. If your business wants to sponsor Madison County High School football on local television, give us a call at 314-7291 or visit us on Facebook or on the web at MadisonCountySchoolSports.com. High school coaches shows and high school football games, all here on Madison County School Sports Television.
This program is sponsored by Luxury Pet Services, the home for the happy dogs. State Farm Insurance, Jerry Goebel in Richmond. Gridiron Barbecue on Big Hill Avenue, the tastiest barbecue around. Respect the queue. Premier Home Care in Richmond. Simple's Chiropractic in Richmond and Berea. Hoppers Jewelry. Central Bank in Richmond. Vice and Smith CPAs. Davenport Custom Guitars, 807 East Main in Richmond. Hall's Auto Service Center, James & James CPAs, Richmond. Guardian Bank, Faith Created Assembly of God Church. First Gear downtown. Pro Signs in Southern Hills Plaza. And WWAG Radio.
I want you to watch Madison County School Sports Television.
Premier Home Care is a proud sponsor of Madison County School Sports. Caregiver services, rehab services, healthcare products, and for your home. Premier Home Care, safety, solutions, and independence. Located at 1060 Center Drive in Richmond and 149 Moore Drive in Lexington. Visit us online at premierhomecareinc.com or find us on Facebook. You can now watch Madison County School Sports on WKYT.com. Just go to WKYT.com/yourtown and click Richmond. WKYT TV, an official sponsor of Madison County School Sports. Time Warner Business Class. Call Time Warner Cable today. Watch Madison County School Sports programming on Madison County Schools Cable Channel 9, Time Warner Cable Channel 5, on YouTube, and now on WKYT.com/yourtown and click Richmond.
Hi, I'm David Sullivan. In the years traveling with ESPN and covering sports around the country, one of my biggest concerns was that my dogs were well cared for. Well, here at Luxury Pets, you can feel very comfortable your animals and pets are being cared for.
Well, thank you, David. You know, Luxury Pet Services is the home for happy dogs.
Aw, that is just the cutest thing. Whether you're going out of town, on business, spring break, vacation, or just to get away, Luxury Pet Service is a phone call away. Luxury Pet Service is owned and operated by LaDonna Sizemore Whitecamp. You'll be secure in knowing your pet will be taken care of by highly trained and loving professionals. Luxury Pet Services also has grooming services and extraordinary daycare service too. Our mission at Luxury Pet Services is to care for your pet in a safe and friendly environment where dogs have fun. When you leave your dog with us, it's like leaving a member of your family, and that is a responsibility we take seriously. Luxury Pet Services is located about 3 minutes from Richmond Center. Visit our website or Facebook us. Luxury Pet Services, the home for happy dogs.
Premier Home Care in Richmond is a proud sponsor of Madison County School Sports Television. Premier Home Care has all the sports orthotics you need for any sports injury. Be sure to check out our retail location for all your sports orthotics. Premier Home Care in Richmond.
Welcome back. We're here on Big Hill Avenue at Gridiron Barbecue. We're having our show, talking to Coach Jon Clark of the Madison Southern Eagles. We're talking about the scrimmage this past week, and you've touched on it a little bit. How do you think your offense executed basically in the first half?
Well, there were good and bad. Last year as a team, we averaged 29 plays a game as an offense. We ran 29 offensive plays in the first half.
Really?
So one of our focuses going into this season has been ball control, which is sustaining drives. Last year we were score from 60 or 3 and out. So sustaining drives was a big thing, keep our defense off the field. The other thing was ball security, and we had 0 turnovers in this game as well. So coming off the first half, I was pretty happy with us. We did a great job of getting a hat on a hat against a team that puts 8 men in the box. And that's crucial when you're in a game like this, is we got to get a body on the body, and we've got to get a little movement, and penetration was a concern with their defensive line, getting into our backfield. And I really challenged our offensive line to play low and physical, and I saw that throughout the whole game, and that was exciting to see as well. So, it was a good first half for us. We had a couple missed opportunities. We dropped a pass that should have possibly gone for 6. We had a couple runs that we didn't quite see the hole where it was that could have been 6 as well. But you're going to have those mistakes in a scrimmage. That's,
right.
You get this one back actually, which is nice.
On the flip side, how do you think your defense went against their offense?
Defense started slow. There's no question. But again, without seeing what this specific team does, that's going to happen. You don't know really specifically what they're going to do. So we knew going in. We told our defense they're going to do some things you've not seen before. They're going to have success with them because you've never seen them. So you've got to calm down, see what they're doing, learn from it the first time, and adjust in the second and third quarter, and we did just that. I thought, we gave up a couple drives early, and then after that, we shut them down. We had them in third and extra long and fourth and extra long a couple times in the second and third quarter, and that's something that we just didn't do last year, so that was outstanding to see.
Let's change it up just for a minute before we go to break. Let's talk about fan support, because, we were down there for scrimmage Friday, and it seemed like it was a great
people there, weren't there?
Great turnout.
It really was.
How does that help in a scrimmage? I know it helps in a game, but especially first scrimmage or first organized in game of the year.
It's like anything. It's like if you open up a barbecue place and people line up at your door to come in, and it's gonna help the morale inside the building. It makes you want to do better at what you do. It's the same thing with the team. Our guys put in all this work, and then when they go out and you see the work now. The work is starting to show up on the field, and they see there's people in the stands cheering them on and a part of that, and it motivates them even further. One of the comments, we had a kid after the game make a comment that talked to me that just said, "Guys, I'm going to work harder this week than I've ever worked, because people around here, there's people here. Maybe they believe people are starting to believe we can actually win games.
Right.
And it goes. I don't think the fans quite understand how big that is when we're at a scrimmage and there's maybe 1,000 people in the stands at a scrimmage. It was outstanding.
Absolutely.
It was outstanding.
All right. One more question before we go to break. Talking about Rockcastle this past week, were there any plays in their playbook or schemes that they ran that you all, per se, wasn't prepared to face, or any kind of surprises besides, the first play?
First play of the game surprised me. I would have gotten burnt too.
It was a surprise, but
Yep.
were there any other obvious schemes or plays that kind of knocked you all on your heels a little bit?
Well, you hear through the grapevine, we heard through the grapevine they were going to try to throw the ball a little more, which, they never throw the ball. They go games without one pass. So, we anticipated they may spread us out and try to throw a little bit. And we knew their quarterback had a good arm, and he could be an outstanding player. The quarterback they have over there, I think, from what I understand, he's pretty young. He's got a great arm, So we were, we've been working getting after the passer a lot more this year, this off season, and it showed. We got after him a little bit, and that's something that didn't take place before. So I think we were pretty well prepared for everything we saw from them. Defensively, we actually prepared for stuff that they had done. They actually played some defenses different than we expected.
Oh, okay.
So usually they cover up your center. Throughout the whole game, our center spent the whole first half uncovered, which for us made the game a lot easier for our center, because it's a lot harder when they fill up every gap. They didn't do that to us early on. So that to us was something that surprised us, but in a way that was beneficial to our game.
Great. All right, we'll be right back right after this.
This program is sponsored by Luxury Pet Services, the home for the happy dogs. State Farm Insurance, Jerry Goebel in Richmond. Gridiron Barbecue on Big Hill Avenue, the tastiest barbecue around. Respect the queue. Premier Home Care in Richmond. Simple's Chiropractic in Richmond and Berea. Hoppers Jewelry. Central Bank in Richmond. Vice & Smith CPAs. Davenport Custom Guitars, 807 East Main in Richmond. Hall's Auto Service Center. James & James CPAs, Richmond. Guardian Bank. Faith Created Assembly of God Church. First Gear downtown. Pro Signs in Southern Hills Plaza. And WWAG Radio. Premier Home Care in Richmond is a proud sponsor of Madison County School Sports Television. Premier Home Care has all the sports orthotics you need for any sports injury. Be sure to check out our retail location for all your sports orthotics. Premier Home Care in Richmond.
I want you to watch Madison County School Sports Television.
Okay, are you tired of stepping into that shower and risking serious injury? Well, no more. Check out Premier Home Care's walk-in shower systems. Come by Premier Home Care and let them show you how easy it is to install a brand new walk-in shower system. Don't risk injury anymore. Get a walk-in shower system from Premier Home Care.
Welcome back. We're here at Big Hill Avenue at Gridiron Barbecue. Stop by and get some great barbecue.
It's like a tongue twister, isn't it?
It is. And we're here with Coach Jon Clark, the head football coach of Madison Southern Eagles. We're talking about the scrimmage this past week. We want to move ahead a little bit to the third quarter. You had alluded to earlier that your players got a little more comfortable running different plays. What did you pick up on the third quarter that really wasn't in the first half?
Well, we felt like as the game was going on, our defense last year was on the field way too much. In the first half, they were on the field very little. We ran 29 plays in the first half. Our defense was fresh. We have very few guys going both ways right now. We're looking at 2 to 3 guys that are on both sides of the ball. We noticed, pretty early on they had 5 to 7 guys going both ways. That's an advantage for us.
Right.
We talked about this last year. It hurt us last year, 2 platooning, because our best players might not have always been on the field, but it's helped us now because of our development of some depth.
Right.
So for us, we felt like if we put it to them in the second half, we could really wear them down, and I think that showed in the third quarter. I mean, we had them on their heels for a little bit. Defense really stepped up. Defense played fast, got after them, got us back on the field offensively. We ran 14 plays in the third quarter, which is it's an outstanding quarter for us. So the problem is 14 plays with no points isn't where we need to be. So we had a few really good drives, and then we just had a couple mistakes in there. I know we dropped a toss that we had a chance to score on, a huge alley to run in. We dropped the ball. We threw a couple bad passes that we should have hit. And there's just little things. Early on in the season, we ran a curl on third and 11. We ran a 10-yard curl instead of running an 11-yard curl. We ended up with 4th and 1. We make the wrong read on an option, and we get stuffed on 4th down when just if we, that whole scenario puts the momentum back on their side.
Right.
When if we would just run that curl a little deeper, but we're still learning game situations, But I was very proud of the way our kids played in the third quarter. We felt like the fourth quarter was ours,
All right, let's talk about the fourth quarter. Your varsity didn't play. You put some kind of newbies in.
Yeah.
JV.
The youngins.
Young ones. How do you think they kind of rose to the occasion?
Outstanding. To say I'm excited about our freshman class would be an understatement. This group has a chance to be very special. There's 25 of them. It's funny, there's 25 of them, but they're like one. They don't go anywhere without all of them.
Really?
They are together all the time. On the field, off the field, in the weight room. They're harder on each other than coaches could ever be on them. And they've been this way for a while now. It's interesting because we felt like when we got here, there was a lot of speed in our building, a lot of good athletes, but we didn't have a lot of linemen. They're loaded with linemen.
Right.
And they've been with us. We made the decision when I came in, we were going to go to the middle schools about December and get the kids coming up, get them with us. So after the season, when we finished, while everybody else was in the playoffs, we were in the middle school getting kids in the weight room with our junior varsity and varsity guys. So our guys got to know them really well early, and some of them have been lifting with us since December. And we've got a couple kids in our freshman group already squatting 350 pounds.
Wow.
And so they have a chance to be a very, very good group. Peyton Skidmore's a little running back in the group. He's quick.
Yes, he is.
He's got some moves, doesn't
Yes,
he? I mean,
he
he'll
does.
make you miss from any direction, and he works very hard in practice. He's not scared to go in there against anybody. We've got some young linemen that do some really nice things in there. And, Jared Simpson, Adam Simpson, our quarterback, his little brother is running freshman quarterback right now, and he might know the offense as well as Adam. Executing it's one thing, but he might know it as well as he does.
That's right.
So they're a great group. We're really excited about them.
Future's looking bright.
It really is. It really
Let's
is.
go down the road a little bit. You've got another scrimmage, then the real deal starts.
Yep.
How do you prepare for this upcoming scrimmage?
Well, this scrimmage we're going to treat a little different. I want to be healthy going into Bourbon County. Bourbon may be one of the toughest teams we play all year. They're one of the top programs in the state right now with a very good running back, and they've just got a good football team. Aside from him, so we'll. I'm not going to say we'll keep things close to the vest per se, but we'll run our base offense, base defense. We'll probably play the varsity a quarter to a quarter and a half. We'll give them a couple series, and then we want to give some of our JV guys and freshmen a chance to get a lot of reps this week. One thing we are going to do different, we're going to do live special teams.
Okay.
Just because Rock didn't want to do that. I understand some teams don't want to do that early on. We haven't had a chance to go full speed on special teams yet, which we feel is going to be to our advantage this year given the athleticism and speed we have.
Okay. Well, that about wraps it up. I appreciate you joining us tonight, and we look forward to a great season from this past scrimmage to the end of the season. I know the future of Southern football is looking bright.
We'll keep coming out, and I encourage the fans to keep coming out.
Absolutely.
The atmosphere is outstanding, and it can only get bigger and better, and we're going to do our part. This to get better every week. And if we can really get clicking by district, this could be a fun year.
Absolutely. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot. Have a great evening.
I want you to watch Madison County Schools Sports Television.
This program is sponsored by Luxury Pet Services, the home for the happy dogs. State Farm Insurance, Jerry Goebel in Richmond. Gridiron Barbecue on Big Hill Avenue, the tastiest barbecue around. Respect the queue. Premier Home Care in Richmond. Simple's Chiropractic in Richmond and Berea. Hoppers Jewelry. Central Bank in Richmond. Bison Smith CPAs. Davenport Custom Guitars, 807 East Main in Richmond. Hall's Auto Service Center. James & James CPAs, Richmond. Guardian Bank. Faith Created Assembly of God Church. First Gear downtown. Pro Signs in Southern Hills Plaza. And WWAG Radio. Do you want completely natural body contouring? It Works offers the world's first naturally based body contouring line that delivers maximum results in minimal time. You simply won't find anything like it in the world today. You want to look good? Contact Missy at missylemay.myitworks.com. Look good today. Completely natural.
Hi, I'm David Sullivan. In the years traveling with ESPN and covering sports around the country, one of my biggest concerns was that my dogs were well cared for. Well, here at Luxury Pets, you can feel very comfortable your animals and pets are being cared for.
Well, thank you, David. You know, Luxury Pet Services is the home for happy dogs.
Aw, that is just the cutest thing. Whether you're going out of town, on business, spring break, vacation, or just to get away, Luxury Pet Service is a phone call away. Luxury Pet Service is owned and operated by LaDonna Sizemore Whitecamp. You'll be secure in knowing your pet will be taken care of by highly trained and loving professionals. Luxury Pet Services also has grooming services and extraordinary daycare service too. Our mission at Luxury Pet Services is to care for your pet in a safe and friendly environment where dogs have fun. When you leave your dog with us, it's like leaving a member of your family, and that is a responsibility we take seriously. Luxury Pet Services is located about 3 minutes from Richmond Center. Visit our website or Facebook us. Luxury Pet Services, the home for happy dogs.
You can now watch Madison County School Sports on WKYT.com. Just go to WKYT.com/yourtown and click Richmond. WKYT TV, an official sponsor of Madison County School Sports. Time Warner Business Class. Call Time Warner Cable today. Watch Madison County School Sports programming on Madison County Schools Cable Channel 9, Time Warner Cable Channel 5, on YouTube, and now on WKYT.com/yourtown and click Richmond.
I want you to watch Madison County School Sports Television.
Premier Home Care in Richmond is a proud sponsor of Madison County School Sports Television. Premier Home Care has all the sports orthotics you need for any sports injury. Be sure to check out our retail location for all your sports orthotics. Premier Home Care in Richmond.